It's actually a sunny day here in Edinburgh, and I would like to show you my March garden. Welcome to my March garden. For those of you who are new here, my name is Elizabeth. I live in Edinburgh and I've got two kids, a 10-year-old boy and a 7-year-old girl. And we live here, the four of us, my husband, my kids, and our dog Archie. And this is our family garden that I am showing you here in Edinburgh. It's a south-facing garden. It's a small to medium-sized garden. And I just wanted to share with you how we use it as a family, the things we've been doing to it, and just really want to share our journey with you. And we've been busy in the garden. I've been doing lots of digging, and yeah, shall we get started? Let's go. This is a DIY project that my daughter, a friend of hers, and I have been working on, but I will let her tell you all about that.
Oh,
What are we doing?
We are grabbing some rocks to make like a little frog, like a little tadpole pond. Even though we do have this big one, but there are newts in that one, and newts eat baby tadpoles. So we're gonna make a littler pond for the tadpoles. Down there. Yes, here. Okay, this one.
You filling up our frog pond?
Yeah.
Our tadpole. Oh,
Yeah, but I don't think we are gonna be able to put big ones in. So, but I like these ones more. I think they go with this suit.
that's great. Look.
Than the jeans.
She's just showing you an area of the garden that I've done a lot of work in the last month. The main thing I've done, hiya Archie, he's happy about it, aren't you, Bubster? Is this little bed here. I've actually dug out quite a bit more of it. Oops. The terrace used to be much bigger, and I've lifted some of the slabs and created this little bed here. And in it, I have planted, not Archie, but in it I've planted some box to give it a bit of evergreen structure. Box hasn't become an issue so much here in Edinburgh yet. I know it can be an issue in other parts of the country. At the edge there, I've got a little bit of forget-me-not, some salvias, not salvias, sorry, scabious. Scabious butterfly blue beauty. You will see quite a lot of it in the garden. It's starting to flower for me, and it's just one of those plants that you can really depend upon to flower for a very long time. So I absolutely adore it. This bed also has in it a rose. I planted it as a bare root rose. It's Desdemona. If you've been with me before, you know I'm obsessed with that particular rose. And it's also got a Hebe in it called Celine, which I just think has the loveliest little form, and you'll see it dotted all around my garden now. And it's got some foxgloves in it that I think will give it some nice height in the early spring, early summer. And then I'm hoping to plant into it also some Verbena bonariensis to again give it that little bit of height. Over here we have a little group of pots that I've been working on. In those pots you've got more scabious, as I told you. Oh, hi Archie. Archie's very happy. He's enjoying the sunshine, aren't you? In these pots, there's more scabious. Again, I just absolutely adore it. I think it really, it just flowers for so long. Also a Hebe Celine and an evergreen clematis, which is just a scraggly little thing, but will grow up for me very soon. Behind it, another pot that I have been working on, well, rather a large planter. In it, some more bare root roses, also Desdemona. I really love that particular rose. It's got the most beautiful scent and it flowers for a very long time. Also a scabious, again, butterfly blue beauty. And at the back, there will be growing some sweet peas up this trellis here. So hopefully this whole bit is going to look much more exciting very, very soon. Just beside this bed that I made a little bit bigger is this one over here that I've also enlarged recently. It was just, I just felt the terrace was still a little bit too big, so I've enlarged this bit as well. And in it, the planting is similar to the planting over here. There's the Hebe Celine. There's little Archie enjoying the sunshine. Over there, you've got some, again, scabious, butterfly blue beauty. It just flowers for so long. I think it's really hard to beat. In the foreground, you've got a Nepeta. Again, when that gets going, it's just absolutely spectacular. Another bare root rose. This particular one, oh, I'm forgetting. Is it Scarborough Fair or Desdemona? I'm getting confused. It's one of those two. And then again, another Hebe Celine, another box ball, and another scabious, couple of scabious butterfly blue beauty. And the evergreen that you can see there is a choitsia called Green Fingers, which just has the most beautiful scent. And I'm hoping to plant another one in the bed over there so that when you walk between them, you can brush past them and just have the most beautiful scent. And now I want to tell you about that little collection of pots beside the. This is another part of the garden that I have been working on. Archie is very happy about that, aren't you, Bupper? Another bit of the garden that I have been working on. These pots here, just outside of the arbor, again, they echo what we've already discussed. Scabious butterfly blue beauty, Hebe Celine, as well as some Nemesias by the name of Wisley Vanilla, which I just absolutely adore. Honestly, they are some of my favourite plants. And yes, I am a little bit early planting them out. They're not fully hardy, but I think they'll be all right. We haven't got any hard frost forecast. And actually, some Nemesia Wisley Vanilla made it through the whole winter in my garden, so I'm hoping that they will be okay. Other thing I really wanted to show you is we've named our arbor. You might remember it from the January video. We spent a lot of time in the arbor then. And here we've got the name of our arbor. The kids decided it should be called Archie's Den. We went recently to a lovely hotel, and in the hotel they had some arbors like ours, actually one that was almost exactly the same color, and they were all named, and we just thought that was so sweet. So we decided to name our den as our arbor as well, and the kids decided that it should be called Archie's Den. And look who's just decided to make himself comfortable underneath. This is another bit of the garden that I've been doing a lot of work on. You may remember this used to actually have the compost bin here. I moved it. I will show you where it has gone. As you can see, still a lot of planting needed here, but it is looking a lot nicer. I will walk and turn around and show it to you from the other view. This is the little part of what we call the middle terrace. The compost bin used to be right there, and here I am working on improving this bed. I'm trying to do as much as I can with the plants that I have, as well as starting some things from seed, but I couldn't resist getting just a few plants, and you will already know them from the earlier parts of this video. Those little evergreens are called Hebe Celine. You saw them earlier in the other part of the garden. I just think they are very, very sweet. They get to be about 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters, so they're not too big. They keep this lovely shape to them, and they have these lovely, lovely white flowers on them. Mostly about now. Some of these are just about to flower, some of them already are. So I just think they are very, very sweet, and they give you a little bit of evergreen structure. There is some more of my new favourite plant, Scabious Butterfly Blue Beauty. I would put more of them all around the garden if I could, but I can't afford to buy as many of them as I want. But as you can see, I've already got quite a few. And I just think there's so much to be said for repeating the plants that you really love around your garden. I think it's a really, really great thing to do. It gives your garden structure and a bit of just kind of repetition, really anchors it all together. Another plant that I am repeating all throughout the garden is this one here. It doesn't look that exciting right now. It's a Nepeta, but I promise you that by summertime it will be absolutely incredible. There's one here. There's another one there. There's another one at the end, just before the step up the terrace. And then there's more of them on the next level up on the terrace on either side. Some of them are very, very small, and you'll be thinking they really don't look very spectacular. Some of them are small because I split them, and some of them are small because I propagated some of them. So they're not looking fantastic right now, but they will be absolutely spectacular once they get going. Another thing that I am repeating here that I have done in other parts of the garden, this rose down here, planted as a bare root rose, so it's not looking that exciting yet, but it will be, is another David Austin rose by the name of Scarborough Fair. And then up there, another rose that we've already talked about, Desdemona. I am just obsessed with that rose. And there's a little peony getting going. I don't know if it'll flower this year. I really hope that it will. But even if it doesn't, it'll be beautiful in years to come. Finally, some progress on the veg bed. It was looking quite depressing before, but as you can see, it is starting to take shape. I've even planted some little bits of kale and some parsley in it, and soon it will have many more things going into it. And this little bit here between the raised beds, I've actually planted some red currants and some black currants in. So hopefully we will have some tasty things growing there. Doing, little one?
I'm making room so then one of my pretty plants can go inside.
Yeah, is this it?
Yeah, this one's it.
Oh, that's going to be beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm going to place it right here.
In your little corner.
Yeah, but I might want to move it though.
That's all right. Paul's doing today?
They're swimming around like crazy.
Are they?
In the sun.
Do you think we can spot some of them?
I hope so.
Oh, there they are. Those ones aren't moving so much right now. Sometimes they move and sometimes they take a little break, don't they?
Yeah, because they only like to move in the sun because it helps them to warm up and it helps them to grow.
Yeah. Oh, there's one moving back there.
Not sure if you can see it though.
No, I'm not sure I've captured it. Well, that's how it goes sometimes, doesn't it? Sometimes you get to see them move and sometimes you don't. But there they are.
I'm going to take out the stick.
Just, yeah, be careful moving stuff like that.
I will.
But there are loads of them, aren't there? Loads of them down there. And here. Just enjoying the sunshine.
Yeah. I'm leaving a little gap.
Perfect. Very nice. Are you going to do another one?
Yeah. I'm going for all of the closest colors to pink, peach, and purple. I'm pulling gently so then the needle doesn't fall out.
Excellent plan. Hi, Archie. My seed update. A lot of my seeds have gone out actually, but here are some peas, some squashes and some sunflowers still in their little pots. I was hoping to have more to update you on in terms of my seeds, and my plan was to build a little teepee for my cobea and to show you how to do that, but actually they're not quite big enough yet, so I'm going to wait until they get another set of leaves like these ones, and at that point I'm going to pinch them out and then I will pop them on. So I will show you how to do that when I do that it'll be in April now. The other seeds that I have that are doing really well, these are my foxgloves. They are very happy. These are my snapdragons. I'm so excited about getting those out into the garden. And also my gaura. Some of them have not made it, but a few of them have, and I think they are going to be just adorable. Over here, some of my other seeds, we have some Aquilegia, some more foxgloves, and here we have some erysimums or wallflowers, what they're also known as. This time of year, it's always dahlia time, isn't it? So I've potted up some of my dahlias, and some of them have started to grow already. A lot of them have not had great big signs of life yet, but this one has. This whole little row here is a new dahlia for me. Bought it from Sarah Raven called Silent Night. She raved about this particular dahlia, so I'm quite excited to see how it's going to grow. Most of the other one over here, I've got Blue Bayou, which apparently is loved by butterflies. I'm really excited to see how that is going to look. This is Silent Night. And over here we have another one that I think is called Sweet Natalie, but my brain is not currently working. And then over there are my husband's tools, and behind them some of the dahlias that I have dug out of the garden last winter. Most of my dahlias stayed in the garden, but I did dig out a couple of them, as well as some of the roses that I'm trying to propagate. Normally, I tell you stars of the garden, and I am going to do that as well this time. But actually, this month, the main stars of the garden, I wouldn't say are actually the plants. I would actually say the stars of the garden are our little tadpoles. They have just brought so much joy and so much fascination, and we're all spending so much time just looking at them and appreciating them and getting really excited when they start to move around. So I think these guys are the undoubted stars of our garden this month. This is undoubtedly one of the stars of my March garden, the Prunus Pandora. It started blooming a few days ago, and isn't this just absolutely incredible? Another plant that I've really enjoyed this month, you probably won't be surprised to hear, is this scabious. You've seen it in quite a few places in my garden, and I just think it's incredible that it's flowering so well already. It's just the sweetest little plant, and the bees really love it. So I really appreciate it for that as well. And the great thing is it's going to keep flowering until November, which is hard to imagine, but it's going to be so exciting as the rest of the garden really wakes up. This little plant is just going to become part of the story, but at the moment I feel like it really stands out. I don't really know why, but the bit that I get really nervous about is the walk through the garden. But hopefully, it is getting nicer every month, and we're making some nice changes. And of course, nature is helping us along the way as well. Anyway, I'm going to be brave. Here we go, the walk through my March garden. This is the view out of my conservatory window, conservatory door that I'm not sure I've really showed you before. But anyway, here we go. For the first time in a long time, it's actually sunny enough for my little solar water feature to be moving a little bit. It always gets me excited. And part of the reason I put it here is that I can look at it from my sofa in the conservatory. Anyway, here we go. The raised bed with the beautiful Prunus Pandora in it. Over here, the veg bed starting to come to life. I'm excited to direct sow quite a few things into it soon. The raised bed has got a few more things in it than it did last time, including some sweet rocket, which I have not grown before, but I saw a picture of it in an old Chelsea garden and I couldn't resist. I'm very excited. And for the first time ever, I'm growing ranunculus. Really intrigued to see how they turn out. This little obelisk is also semi-new here. It's got some solar lights on it and some ivy, and hopefully soon some sweet peas. This is a pot, some more Desdemona. You won't be surprised to hear. Here are the tadpoles, very, very close to my table, which has only been here since last month. And what is new as well, you may remember from last month's video, there was a storage shed here, just a kind of plastic buckety thing. And as you can see, still a fair amount of stuff there that we need to sort out. But behind the pallet is hiding our compost bin. So I moved it over there. This is the part of the garden that really does need a lot of work. I'm thinking about actually just putting an annual flower meadow there because I don't think we're going to manage to build our pergola anytime soon. This is the path. I'm really happy with how it's starting to look. It's such a change from this time last year. I should maybe blend in a picture so you can see how it used to look. Over here, the raised bed, some more desdemona, and some more of the same plants and flowers in there as we've already talked about. And over there, the egg chair. Here I've got another obelisk with a smaller climbing rose on it and some ivy. I am obsessed with ivy. I know a lot of people aren't fond of it, but I just think it is a spectacular plant. Here we are coming up to the arches. Something else I've changed is I made a big pile of twigs over there. I'm hoping that they will be great for wildlife. Doesn't look great right now, but I'm hoping that once all of these plants grow up and the arch is covered, well, that we'll barely notice it, and the birds are going crazy for it. Over here, the pond with the pond viewing platform. And we've already spent a fair amount of time in this part of the garden, haven't we? Looking at the new beds and the pots that I have recently planted up. The arbor. Oh, the sun is coming out. It's just so lovely, isn't it? When there's a little bit of sunshine. Then the terrace with the seating area, the amelanchier that is going to burst into flower very soon. It's just the most beautiful tree. Going to burst into flower very, very soon. And if I haven't bored you enough about the scabious, one day I will bore you about the amelanchier. I absolutely adore it. I just think it is the most incredible tree. Anyway, back to our little tour. Here is our little seating area. Here is the fire pit. And this is the bit that I was showing you that I have been working on. That's the part where the compost bin used to be. It's not a thing of beauty yet, but it will improve. This planter, actually the bottom of it has fallen out. So we shall need to fix that before we can plant anything into it, which is a shame, but such is the way of things. Here we are on coming into the pond viewing platform, our magnolia, which looks like it is going to flower very, very soon. The pond viewing platform with all of the tadpoles and things in it. And here is the trellis. Soon this will be covered in cobea scandens, but it will be a little while. But it does have a little clematis and again some ivy. You won't be surprised to hear. Here is a juniperus blue arrow, which is also echoed over on this side of the bed. This is the other side of the path. Again, many of the same roses repeated in this part of the garden, as well as nepitas, which will soon be beautiful, I hope, but aren't just yet. This is another bed. So many projects, so many ideas for everything in the garden. And this is probably my daughter's favourite part of the garden, the egg chair, a lovely place to hang out in. And here, a view of the Prunus pandora, the most incredible plant in my garden at this point in time.